And that was amazing to me because when I kept my integrity intact, because I didn't want to hear people talk about people, and I didn't want to talk about people, people became attracted to that. The second time this occurred was when I was in class. Now again, I have an English degree. So yes, I do know how to read and write at the highest of level, but I was terrible at writing. So terrible that I was one of those guys who would sit and do my work at the very last second. And by doing your work at the last second, what happens most of the time? You don't finish, or you're gonna cheat. You're gonna log on to the internet, cut and paste some words in your document, change it around a little bit, and then hope that your teacher doesn't find out. Well, when you get to college and these higher levels of education, they have a system for this. And they put your paper in this program that's gonna search the entire internet and find where you cut and paste it. So one day I had this assignment due. I waited till 12 o'clock at night to do it. I get a call from my teacher the next day. He says, "Hey Joshua, we want you to come in." I said, okay, sure. I got this A, right? He can't believe it. He calls me into the room and he puts my paper on a 75-inch screen TV and says, "Hey Joshua, we ran your paper in the computer and we found all these highlighted red parts. That's somebody else's work. You now have failed the class." Caught me for plagiarism. And what occurs is in college, if you get caught for plagiarism more than twice, you're kicked out. So when it came to my work, I didn't have integrity. And what I had to do over the next several years were go to the writing department and work on my writing every day. Because I knew that if I did not work on my writing, I would cheat. And I didn't want to get kicked out of school.